joining us here in studio, the driver of the number 3 car on the NASCAR circuit, Austin Dillon himself, sitting in the producer chair. Austin, we appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
We are getting cranked up, obviously, for the race at Texas Motor Speedway coming up on Sunday, May the 3rd. What's it like going to TMS? What do you enjoy most about being here in Texas?
Well, I love Texas. I grew up hunting down here, so I was deer hunting as a kid. My grandfather would bring me down here, so I fell in love with the state early on. I've had some success at Texas Motor Speedway. We also have a race at Circuit of Americas earlier this year, so Texas is a cool place. I feel more like a cowboy. PBR, professional bull riding. I'm a GM of the PBR team, so some of our bull riders, a lot of our bull riders are here near the Fort Worth area. So I get to see them, visit them, and then do a little racing also.
You drive race cars for a living. I mean, you're living out a dream for so many little boys across America. Could you ever envision doing something else for your career?
Well, yeah. At 12, I played in the Little League World Series, and I stopped growing. So, that dream had to change. So baseball was like probably one of my first loves in sports, and then everybody's the same size in a race car, so it worked out pretty good.
How tall are you?
5. You have to look at my bio. 5'9", 5'10". Probably.
Okay. You're taller than Andrew, who normally sits in that chair.
Just unnecessary.
Let's get into this because you're from North Carolina, big Hornets fan, big Panthers fan. There is serious controversy going on right now in the NBA relative to the Rookie of the Year conversation between Cooper Flagg and Con Knueppel. Give us your pitch, Hornets fan. Why should it be Con?
Here's my pitch. It was the entirety of the season. Like, potential, you can go off the potential of Cooper. He's going to be one of the stars of the sport for years to come. But if you just look at rookie season, I think the best rookie season was had by Con Knueppel. He led the NBA with three-pointers. He took a Hornets team who I've watched for many years now, at least to a play-in game. And we weren't even close to sniffing one last year. I feel like the Summer League, they also won the Summer League championship, which was cool. And his presence, obviously, I feel like turned the trajectory of the seasons around. Yeah, he ended a little bit slow, and Cooper ended really good. But what were they playing for at the end of the day? I feel like at the end of the year, and there were some meaningful games being had for the Hornets at the end of the season.
I could not disagree anymore.
I was going to say, are you going to tell him why he's wrong?
But there's no sense. You can't change a person's opinion, especially if he's a fan of that team. My question is, you are a driver, right? You're a professional driver. Can you please find LaMelo Ball and teach him how to drive a car?
Yeah, if I was part of the Hornets ownership, I would just have him a driver everywhere he goes. It'd be much easier that way.
Would you be LaMelo Ball's personal driver?
If they gave me part ownership of the team, I would definitely drive LaMelo around.
He
I actually took Lonzo
down this path.
around Chicago.
Okay.
He came to the street race last year, and I hung out with Lonzo, and we were chatting before the play-in game, and I was like, look, if we get another home game, let's go to the game, and we were all in, but we didn't get there. So
look
Orlando,
at this. He's already gotten into the Ball family. This is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
It's a match made in Charlotte.
We get LaMelo a driver, get Tiger a driver, and we'll be off and running. Everything will be okay with the world.
If only there was a business that, this was a thing. Ride sharing.
Professional
Who could have thought
right.
that could have been a thing that somebody could do? As you've made your way around the NASCAR circuit, you get a chance to experience, we were talking about this a couple minutes ago, so many different varieties of food. And in particular, barbecue here in Texas is something that we kind of hold near and dear to our hearts. Everybody around here is really proud of Texas barbecue. I know North Carolina's super proud of it as well. Kansas City, Memphis, there are a couple others that obviously are hot buttons in this space as well. What do you enjoy most about North Carolina barbecue, and how do you think it compares to what we have around here?
Yeah, our barbecue is a lot different. I mean, it's vinegar based. It's a little different. You come here and you have these elaborate smokers, these big pits, and it is an experience for sure. I feel like the experience here in Texas is definitely top notch. So I'd rate you guys probably the best experience when it comes to just coming and having barbecue. But I do love, like we talked about before, the sauces from North Carolina. That vinegar base is just, it hits different.
It does. I mean, and I've had this conversation with people for years now. I'm from the Northeast, So I was always very neutral when it came to barbecue. I'll tell you if it's good or not. KC, incredible sauce. Memphis, great dry rub.
I like the dry rub Memphis.
You're right. And then North Carolina's got that vinegar base, but Texas as it relates to meat. And the experience. What do you mean by the experience? Just you walk in and you feel like you're.
Yeah,
it's an event.
It's an event. Yeah, I think they do a good job of making an event. Like back home, you go have barbecue, you sit down at a table, you order your barbecue, and it comes out on a plate. And I feel like here, you're looking at these elaborate boards, you're looking at these big racks of meat and everything out there, and then you pick your sides, and you get these big tub of side. Like it's an experience for sure.
You walk out of there with a completely different feeling in your entire. It overtakes your system. It's not just your stomach when you walk out.
I needed a nap on the way over here. I'm not even gonna lie.
I had a cup of coffee in North Carolina, making my way up through my career. I worked in Charlotte for a couple of years, and it was right as you were basically beginning your main circuit career. You're coming up through the nationwide ranks, making your way to the main NASCAR circuit, and at that time, everybody was fired up for Richard Childress's grandson. Here he comes. He's finally making it to the main NASCAR circuit. As you now we're talking 11, 12 years down the road. Yeah. You have made your own name. What is your own sense of pride in what you have done for yourself to make your name mean something on its own accord?
I think the biggest thing is just being known as a competitor. No matter where our car's at, if we're having really good cars in a year or we're struggling a year, you're always going to get the maximum amount of fight out of the 3 team. And we battle each and every weekend to try and get the best finish we can out of our cars and trying to get back to where we need to be and in victory circle more. Right now, last week, 16th felt like a win. We just haven't had the speed that we needed this year. But I was really proud of that because we executed the race about as best as we could. And those are the goals you have to set when you're struggling with speed and some of those things. But we just want to bring wins to RCR. I've been able to get one the last 2 years at Richmond, and like to do it a couple more times, especially this year.
What's it like to win at Daytona?
There's not many things in life cooler than winning at Daytona 500. That victory lane and everything that goes along with it. It's a prestigious place. I love sports just like you guys do, and I've been fortunate enough to go to the World Series and been to a Super Bowl. But I'll put the Daytona 500 up there as top 3 sporting event in the world. I place it first because I'm biased, but when you go there and you have the flyover for the national anthem, and we got to get in those race cars and fire them up. The crowd is electric.
We see Michael Jordan has got a huge presence as it relates to racing now.
Yeah.
And you mentioned
kicking our butts right now.
He's kicking everybody's butts.
His team is hooping. And you being a basketball fan yourself, is it kind of surreal to see MJ himself strapping on the headset and being such a part of the racing experience now?
It's pretty awesome because he's a true fan of the sport, but now he's a part of the garage, and I know him. Got to talk to him a couple times, and if I don't stop and talk, he lets me know, like, hey, man, why don't you stop and chat for a second? But forever, he's my hero, MJ is. So last year during the trial against NASCAR, we were there with my grandfather and walking the trial, and he turns around, he looks at me, he goes, hey, Austin. I'm like, what's up? And he goes, Denny says he's got a better jumper than you. And I said, well, he better been practicing. And Denny looked over at him and he said, he ain't lying. And so our president of our company was sitting beside me. He goes, I bet you didn't have MJ talking about your jumper in federal court on your 2025 bingo card. And I was like, bro, no way. But yeah, he's been there, a lot of races this year, and they've won a lot. The guy just, he wins.
You were telling us you guys play together a lot. A lot of the drivers get together and hoop together?
Denny's basketball league is pretty popular. He's had a league for a while now. We're kind of like an hour away from there, so I've kind of started our own with our pit crew and different guys around the shop in our area. So we will have like an interleague match every now and then, like an all-star game between the 2 leagues. It gets serious, though. We got trades. We got full ref games, stats are taken. Big trophy gets passed around. It's pretty cool.
Who's the best of the group?
Driver-wise, I'm taking me all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who else is in that? Who else is in that collection that you feel like, all right, that's Blaney, the dude. I'm taking him when we match up.
Ryan Blaney's solid. He's got some hops. and Ricky Stenhouse is a pretty good defender. Past that, Denny can shoot, but he's got so many old injuries and stuff. He's pretty slow. But other than that, yeah.
Nobody brings in MJ as a ringer.
MJ doesn't play. No, I mean I think he's been to a game over there before. I haven't seen him over there, but as far as drivers, those are the ones that there's some older retired drivers that played for a little while, but I don't think there's any new drivers in there. Bubba played for a little while.
Who's the worst?
Who's the worst? My brother played for a little while. He was pretty good, but I'm trying to think of who's the worst.
Who would be the last pick?
Who would be the last pick? And drivers? Oh, that is so easy if he played in the league because there's a viral video of him.
If he played in the league.
Oh, yeah. There's a viral video of Brad Keselowski, and you go watch it on YouTube. And it's I don't even like telling people about it because it looks so bad for NASCAR and NASCAR drivers because, yeah, just if you go watch it, you'll understand.
So
I'll pick my 5-year-old. 10 out of 10.
Over Brad Keselowski?
100%.
Not even a
100%.
question. Dead serious.
No, I'm 100%.
That's
amazing.
Awesome. That's awesome. What should fans look forward to most at TMS when you guys are out there on the 3rd?
Oh, man. Good racing, family fun atmosphere. I'm racing Saturday and Sunday. I'm running the O'Reilly's race, which will be fun. I haven't done that in a while. But, that track is really tricky. You get to see a lot of action because some big wrecks happen there. Trying to navigate the bumps in 3 and 4, and then the flat end in 1 and 2 get slick too. So just an odd track now, the way they repaved it, and it makes it difficult for us.
Just make sure you get the barbecue after the race so you're not feeling heavy there.
Well, you can get it at the track now. Roy Hutchins is inside the track, so you can get the barbecue right there.
They need to put it by your pit stop so you can fuel up as you're driving.
Oh, man, I don't know if I'd make it very long with that, but
just taking a nap there on TMS.
Like one of those Twinkies they call them was like jalapeno stuffed popper with bacon and pork wrapped around it. One of those would just put you down, man.
Are there certain things on race day? I can't eat that because that would you're in that car for
I'm pretty
4
bland
hours
on
straight?
race day.
Yeah.
I mean, I eat eggs in the morning and either a wrap or a grilled chicken salad, and that's about it.
I don't want to ask you how does that work, but kind of how does that work?
Oh well, if you're in trouble if you have to do number 2 and number 1, you can recover from that one. You just go.
All right.
That's why you finish first. You don't finish second.
That's why you and I went into TV and not into NASCAR racing.
Yeah.
Austin Dillon, good enough to join us in studio. Austin, thank you so much, and good luck with the rest of the NASCAR season.
Thank you. Con's Rookie of the Year.
No, he's not.
We will see.